Hi everyone, this is Christy. I have a few little projects to show you, kind of last minute graduation gifts. And so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. My first one is this little money box, because of course, our graduates, what they're looking for the most is the payday. So I made this little box. I saw something that was fairly similar, and I cannot remember where. But I didn't see any directions on how to do it, so I just started playing around and came up with my own way of not just making the box, but also, how the simplest way to put it together, and also so that you could put the money roll back in there and pull it out again and again. Because, if you can just pull it out once and it's all sealed up, then it's not nearly as much fun. But let me go ahead and show you. So over here, you have this little tab up here. Now that's with dry adhesive, so of course that comes off. So they would just pull this out, and it would just come out and come out and come out. And I think that you could probably get, there's one little one. It's got stuck in there. Now, it would be better if you used brand new, crisp bills from the bank. But this is a stream of $5 bills, which of course you would probably, a going graduate gift is, I don't know, maybe it's more than that. But, I suppose it just depends on how closely related you are to them. But anyways, all you have to do is just roll it right back up, just like this. And then, so the first one I made it to where it's sealed up, but then, once it's pulled out, then the fun's over because you can't get it back in there. So this one peels out like this. It pulls up like this, and then I put a couple of the little finger notches so it was easy to open it back up again, so you didn't have to dig too hard at it. And then you just put this little guy back in here, whichever way you want, and you feed him back in there just like that. And he closes up, and you get to, they get to take it over and show their friends how it worked. And so that is the little money box, the little money gifter. That's really kind of, it's just fun, a little bit of a novelty there. And then my second one is a card, and I made this, of course, a graduation cap. And this one is for a girl. It's got, I found this neat paper. It's kind of like a black POW paper, a really fine glitter. It's not quite POW paper because you can actually feel texture to the glitter. But then it has this cheetah print in velvet. And you can really find some fun prints here. You just got to look around, and you can pull out all of your favorite stuff and really make a big impact on it. So this is the graduation cap, and then I just attached a little tassel here, a black tassel, and of course you could change that. And there's a little. It's a flat back. Let me show you where I got that. I got that from Michael's, and it's just, the important thing is you can use a button, you can use whatever you like, but the important thing is that if it's a button, then you got to cut off that back part so that it's nice and flat, flush. And so just anything will work. A large brad, you can paint, anything that is half back. Flat back. You can use black glitter nail polish, whatever you like. You can use dry adhesive and add your black glitter to it, whatever you like. So anywho, so it looks, of course, like a graduation cap, and then it opens up, and this is something that I did in my Eclectic Volume 2. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would make such a cute graduation cap card. So it just opens up like this. How cute is that? And of course, you could add a little pocket here and add a little gift card or, a little couple bills in there. But there's room after the fact for photos. You can have your sentiment here, that says congratulations, grad, or whatever, the year, their picture, whatever you like, but super easy to do. How cute is this thing? I just love it. Super easy to do too. And it has a good impact. I mean, I can absolutely see, an 18-year-old girl keeping this up in her room and having it up on her shelf or positioned somewhere in her room just because it's got this adorable cheetah print on there. So it's all about, the cover. And of course, you can store pictures of your friends. And don't forget, on these inside pieces, you can add some journaling. They could really turn this into like a tiny little keepsake of their graduation. So there's my second project. And on my third one, and I'm really excited about this, this is actually the one I did first. And what I did was, again, I wanted to do a graduation hat, and you know how I love chipboard. Well, I decided that I was going to make a graduation hat, and guess what I did? I added it to the top of my 4x4 boxed mini album, and it looks just like a little graduation hat. So I will show you on here. Now, there is a separate pattern for the boxed mini. There's the regular 6-page boxed mini. But to make the 4x4 size, I used the 5x5, which gives you 6. There's a bonus size in there. So it gives you 6 different dimensions, if you want to make this one. So this is the 4x4 boxed mini, and then I doubled up some chipboard and wrapped it up, added a little tassel here, and this one I actually painted with, I used, acrylic paint, actually, because I couldn't find the right tone of gold, and of course it's close to June, and so all of the graduation tassels are gone for the most part in gold color, because that's the most popular color. But I went ahead and I painted up a white one, and so it absolutely can be done. So if your colors are an odd color, if they're orange or they're purple or they're, seafoam green, then all you have to do is buy some acrylic paint. Now, they do get a little stiffer, but the more you work with them, the softer they get. So anyways, let me go ahead and open this up. I do want to show on here that I added these little feet to it, and they're very low profile. And it's very important that you do not add anything that's taller than this. This is, maybe 3/8 inch tall. They're flat for the most part, and you don't want anything taller than this on this box. Otherwise, it kind of throws stuff off, and things don't sit quite right. So just a word to the wise there if you're making this. So on here, I wanted to show you, before I open this up, this is an embossed paper. This isn't a print. This actually has texture to it because this is for a boy, and I wanted to do a masculine one because the feminine ones are, they're actually they're easier, because you can just throw everything at them. But the boys, you have to be, you can't use the glitter, you can't use the fun, girly prints, and so you have to, the embossed, the flat and embossed, I think is very masculine. But anywho, let's go ahead and open this guy up. And he just opens up like this, and how adorable is this? And you can see on here that it opens nice and flat. Now, some of you that have bought some of my chipboard kits lately, you will notice that there is an extra piece for this back here, an extra one of these sides. It's up my faux side. You do not want to add this here, not when you have this top on here. It will not open properly. Go ahead and ask me why I know. I had to do a little bit of a do-over on that one. So you definitely do not want to add that extra. But you can see it kind of raises it up, so these sides will kind of drop down. They're a little bit suspended because of that. But in here, you can see over here that there is, I had a little piece of paper out here. There's room for a photo, and I left all of these open so that over here you could get a 3x3, but over here you're looking at about a 3x2.5 inch tall. And but I left all of these open down here so that you could slide up picture partially under there. And over here, again, the same thing. And I want to show you how easy this was on this to create this label. All I did was I took this little sticker pack, and let me show you that these are the clear stickers, and you know I'm not a fan of stickers, but these are the clear ones, and so I just used the coordinating pattern paper and stuck those on there on a strip. Some of them were 1 inch, some of them were 1.25 inches maybe. Then all I did was use the deco edge on the Crop-A-Dile. And I did it on all 4 edges, and you could round those. You can use any kind of decorative edge on there, but you see how it really looks like a label, and it is super fast, and it's custom fit to the size of the sticker. And because these are clear, they just fit in there really well. And let me show you down here. So we have congratulations down here. And again, all of these labels were done with exactly the same punch. We have the diploma up there. We have our graduate over here, and just black and gold because that's his colors. And over here, I found this cute little, and this is fabric, look at this little tassel. So it's got some dimension here. These are 2 parts, and just super cute little things, and those are from Jolie's. And they come in this nice big pack here. You'll probably only need 1 or 2, but they're always good to have. Very, very cute stuff. Of course, on the inside, now my 4-page boxed mini in the add-ons, this is from, this only does 5 pages, because it's so small. It's such a mini. It's an itty-bitty boxed mini. So on this one, I used exactly that same edge again, that deco edge right there. Oop, there's a little glue mark. Here's a little tip on there. Use your, and many of you already know this, if you have, you know, when you have this opportunity, you always want to show it. If you have one of these little guys, I will show you how well this works if you have a little bit of glue overage. And you know I love to use glue. Look at how quick that took care of that glue mark. It's like it never even happened. So that was a perfect opportunity to show you guys a little tip and trick. So these just open up, and I kept these really simple. And you can pump these out so very quickly. Even if you have 3 or 4 of them to do, you could still do it very quickly. So let me show you some of these cute papers here. Of course, all of them are the same. You know, I left it real simple because there's not a lot of room for the photos, and of course it's for a boy, so I don't want to add a whole lot of glitz to it. Again, on all of these, I left the top edge of these open, and of course I used glue because I want it to stay together over time. I don't want these pieces falling off. So I only added these, the little captions, if you will, to one side of the paper. I thought it was a little too busy to add to both sides. So here you can see on here cap and gown, and using the coordinating paper behind these clear stickers was just, it just worked out very well. And you can see on here there's lots of geometrics that are very masculine, and I love this black and gold stripe. Again, look at how great that looks. I mean, you could add your mattings in there too, you know, to frame them out if you really wanted to dress it up. Of course, it's a very formal occasion. So we've got some stripes over here, some great arrows over here. There's a little bit of foil mixed in here with these. I hate to get the shine from the camera, but real cute stuff. There's good job right there, and best wishes, and of course on this back one you could do a 3x3 as well. You can get a little bit larger, but these would be great for, even if it's after graduation, this would be really nice to have after you have the pictures, after the graduation, when you have pictures in hand and you just want a small spot where you have the best of the best, and you can set it up on your shelf and you can just close it up. Now when you close these up, make sure you get these 2 sides, and this one goes on the end. Make sure this is on the edge. If you're closing up your box and it's too tight or it's not closing well, it's because it's in the wrong order. These are made to fit, and they're really precise. So you have to make sure these sides are up and this one closes in last. When you go to close them up, and then you just close them up just like that. And so super cute. I just love this little guy, and I love how easy it was to just convert this 4x4 boxed mini into a graduation cap. And so what I'm going to do is over the next couple days, and I don't know, who knows, maybe I'll get really, really lucky and my little boy will allow me to get these all done in a day. But probably over the next few days. I know graduation time's coming up quick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you quick tutorials on how to make this one, the little money box. And I also will show you how to make kind of the girly version of it. And this is, I came up with this one first. This one's a little more advanced. It depends on whether you're in a hurry or if you want, if you have a little more time and you're maybe a little bit more advanced paper crafter. You can see on here that it opens in a different way, and you can use Velcro or you can use magnets to close that up, but it gives you the opportunity to kind of punch the edge, and you still have the slot up here, and you can still open it back up and put the money roll it back up and put it back in there. I think another thing that would be cute is if you used lightweight paper and you put journaling and thin photos that were printed on, not on photo paper, but printed on copy paper, that you could have a whole roll that would come out and tell a whole story after the fact, after the money's spent, if you will, because you know it will be. But anyways, it's just some ideas on how to keep this, and I just used some, you know, cutesy paper that I have in my craft room that was handy, and I just grabbed the first thing. But of course, you can make it more graduation. You can make it specifically to their colors. So I'm going to show you how to make this box, the simple kind of masculine version. And then I'm going to show you how to make this box, which is a little more feminine and a little more advanced. It takes a little bit longer, not a lot. Maybe you start with this one and then do this tutorial. And then I'm going to show you how to build this expandable card here, and with the little tassel. And on this one, of course, like I said, this is already, there's already a pattern for this in my Etsy store. So on this one, the only thing I'm going to be showing you how to do is the top that goes on this. So it's just this top that attaches to the box mini. So you will have to create the box mini yourself. But I'm going to give you a second option, and that is that if you just want a regular box, not an album, but just a regular box, I'm going to show you how to make this lid with a regular box. And of course, you will have your choice whether you want to put your lid onto a boxed mini or lid onto just a regular cardstock box. So I will show you how to do that in my next videos, and I just want to tell you guys thank you so very much. I'm getting ready to celebrate my my 4K giveaway, and that's going to start in the next couple days. And I'm not sure if we're going to end it this Friday or maybe next Friday, because people don't necessarily tune in every single day, and I don't want anybody to miss out on it. But I should have 3 different prizes, and I think I'm going to have it go all the way to the end of June. And so each Friday I'm going to have a giveaway, and we're going to pick, you know, 2 or 3 people to give stuff away to. So stay tuned, and thanks so much for watching. And if you guys are in need of some graduation little gifties, simple easy breezies, then stay tuned, and I will have those tutorials up in a flash. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.